right. So the American Olympic team was released at the Winter Classic. What are your thoughts on it, Stefano?
Well, it's not like they definitely took a broad selection. They have 8D and 14 forwards still.
Yeah.
So like they definitely have options, especially on defense if they wanted, throw in Will Borg in there.
Will Borgen, where's he playing?
Borgen?
St. Cloud State University.
St. Cloud State University.
Under Bob Moxco.
So that would be like a prospect to add.
He has 8 points in 17 games.
Well, he's expected to be.
He's 21 years old. Buffalo took him in the 4th round in 2015.
So what do you think about Brian Gianna
being captain, or
just him sort of being the headlining this team?
I mean, it makes sense. He's captain.
Yeah,
being a veteran and all.
There's no real other options.
They haven't named assistants, so
no,
I'm not sure when that'll come.
I mean, for assistants, you can maybe go James Wisniewski.
Yeah, you're gonna want guys with experience.
Yeah, probably. Like there's a few ex-NHLers on this team.
Do you know if Gianna played at the Olympics?
He has.
He has? Is he? He's probably the only guy with Olympic experience then. Wisniewski?
He played in the 2006 Olympics, but not the 2010 or 2015.
Gianna or Wisniewski?
Gianna.
Yeah. And then the goaltending situation.
They only have named one goalie.
And Ryan Zablowski. What do we have on him?
He's just amazing numbers in the
31-year-old.
In the KHL.
Playing in the KHL. Really good numbers. 168 GAA, 935 save percentage.
He could probably be the starter.
Right.
I mean, it's.
Well, I mean, a tournament like that, you usually go with whatever goalie's hot.
Yeah, and based on the way he's playing, you got to start him.
Right. Well, based on the way he's playing the KHL.
Yeah.
You don't know how he's going to play. I'm not sure. I don't think there are any sort of pre-tournament games or anything like that.
Well, they had a tournament over the summer, and that was like.
With these guys? Well, not with these guys.
Well, it was some teams like Canada played in that tournament, and Russians played.
Right.
There's that big line brawl or bench brawl or whatever.
With Olympic, what type of players though?
It was the Canadian-Russia game. There was like a giant brawl.
Right, but what players were playing in this tournament?
Oh, it was all like
it was like preliminary rosters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the U.S. also don't have the easiest group. They have the Russians.
Yeah, we'll talk about groups a bit later on.
Yeah.
But so they've taken an interesting group of sort of veterans and sort of prospects. Like
players.
They got Jordan Greenway. He played well for the Americans at the World Juniors.
Yeah, he could definitely fit in too because he's just like a big body.
And of course, Troy Terry. We all remember from the
the
shootout situations, both against was it Russia in the semifinals and Canada in the finals. He scored. So then moving on. Canada, they have not released the roster yet. Not sure when they'll release it. Probably in the coming weeks. But
yeah, well,
what are your thoughts there, Stefano? I see you got some notes written down.
Well, after the Spengler Cup, like it's pretty much the Spengler Cup had a bunch of different guys. Like they went with some KHLers, some AHLers. They went a bit of everywhere.
And they did win. So
they did win.
That's good.
So,
and I think they're now sort of unrelated, but they're now tied with Davos for most Spengler Cup wins.
Oh, wow.
Very unrelated.
Yeah, very unrelated. But
interesting.
I picked that up on SportsCenter. So,
wow.
Yeah.
But after that tournament, I think you gotta go. If you're Canada, you gotta take Kevin Poulin.
So, do you think they'll take a similar roster to Spengler Cup?
I wouldn't say similar. But like the core guys will be there. I think.
And what guys do you see fitting in there that weren't on the Spengler Cup?
So Simon Desprez.
Simon Desprez, where's he? What's his story?
He used to play for Anaheim.
How old is he?
He's like 26 now.
26. So that's sort of you don't see a lot of guys that age in this.
No,
certainly not on the American team.
Yeah, no, he was like he was a good prospect at one point. He was drafted pretty high, I think, like second round, something like that. Mm-hmm. From St. John Sea Dogs.
Yeah.
And he was like he didn't just turn out in the NHL.
So he's playing where now?
He's playing KHL, I think, but I'm gonna double check that.
All right.
They got a couple of KHL guys that could slot into the roster.
Right.
For sure,
How about goaltending? What are they looking at there?
So you got Poulin, of course,
he does play in the KHL. Simon Desprez.
Oh, okay. Then you got two ex-NHLers.
Who you got
in Justin Peters, Ben Scrivens.
Ben Scrivens.
Ben Scrivens, yeah.
He played at the World Championships a couple times.
He did. He could definitely he could be the starter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his numbers there were, but he certainly has experience representing Canada.
Yeah, and that could definitely be a plus, especially
Yeah, with that
He played 7 international games for Team Canada this year.
This year, wow, that's pretty good. And
He has a 203 GAA.
the Jerome McGinley storyline.
He's not playing. I think the media just made that up.
They
There's
just-
no
they
chance
just-
Jerome McGinley goes. He's not even playing hockey right now.
They like to run with that.
Yeah, him, Shane Doan. I don't.
Shane Doan. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good, but realistically,
they're not gonna go.
Shane Doan, did he ever go to the Olympics?
Yeah, he was on the
Right.
2010 team.
And I mean, again, he's already had so much success.
Yeah, why like?
I mean, he had the assist on the golden goal.
Yeah,
We all remember
it's
that.
not like
off
he needs to go back,
off the sideboards.
Oh, I went to the Olympics,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, he's already done that. Been there, done that twice at least. Two gold.
Yeah, but up front we could see a lot of returning NHLers.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were ex-NHLers,
So it could be exciting tournament.
Yeah.
And how about you're talking about a bit earlier about the grouping.
Yeah, well, you see, like, there's definitely teams that are just should not be there.
Right, yeah. You got your Norways and your Slovenians
Slovenians.
sort of carried there
Yeah,
by their NHL stars.
yeah, and, like, Zuccarello.
Zuccarello, and then, of course, Kopitar.
Kopitar is the only reason Slovenia made the Olympics and qualifying.
Yeah.
And he's not even going to be at the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a joke.
So it's, you could see a team with maybe a bit more depth, like, a Belarus.
Yeah, Kostitsyn brothers.
The Kostitsyn brothers, yeah.
So, like...
And with 12 teams, I'm a bit shocked that they didn't make it into the tournament. But, qualification is sometimes unpredictable.
If they had gone with a 16-team tournament, I don't think it would have killed anyone. Especially with, like, the low...
Yeah.
Well, also South Korea automatically getting a spot.
South
I'm
Korea.
not so sure about that.
Yeah,
Their
I don't
team's
even...
gonna suck.
Yeah, that should be...
I mean, that's just going to be rough.
Yeah. But,
already.
host. Gotta throw the hosts in.
I'd rather see someone like Denmark or...
Yeah.
Like, of course, you'd like to see Denmark.
Well, just a team that deserves to be there more.
Yeah.
Like, that maybe has an alright league,
Yeah. And then just some... Denmark, yeah. But I'm assuming they didn't have some of their NHL players in their qualification. Like Anderson.
Anderson...
I'm not sure when the qualification...
He was in qualification.
Oh, that's where he got hurt. Okay.
Is where he got hurt.
So, yeah, I'm a bit surprised Denmark.
I mean, like, still...
Kopitar in qualification, 5 points in 3 games.
Right, yeah. So it's not, he's a force, but he's certainly not carrying. Like,
I think he's carrying. It's Slovenia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
An interesting idea I heard thrown around was that Finland, or a team like Finland, could just send their World Junior team.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, judging by Finland's performance in the
Yeah.
World Juniors, I don't think it'd be a great choice, considering they couldn't beat other junior teams. They probably won't fare against.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they also won't have one of their top players if they do that.
Who would that be?
Kuokkanen. Janne Kuokkanen. He's playing for the Charlotte Checkers in the AHL.
Oh, okay. So right, he wouldn't be eligible.
He wouldn't be eligible, exactly.
So, I guess that's a big loss for him.
Yeah, especially up front. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be huge. It'd be a huge loss.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so I think that just about wraps it up. Tune in next time where we'll talk about the results of the semifinals at the World Juniors.